जानेवारी महिन्यात लुसोफोनिया गेम्स जाल्ले 2014.
माइक बंद करे, माइक ना करे, बंद होतो
माइक बंद
माइक बंद आवाज येता आवाज केलो मला दाखवलं होतं मग बरोबर
जानेवारी महिन्यात जी लुसोफोनिया गेम जाल्ली, या लुसोफोनिया गेमा बाबतीत आम्ही सदांच संशय करताले. इलेक्शनाच्या दिसांनी सुद्धा आम्ही एलिगेशन्स केले की इलेक्शन कमिशन CEO आमच्या इलेक्शन तक्रारीचेर कंप्लेंट्स हाचेर एक्ट करना म्हणून. आज तुमच्या मुखार कांय गजाली हाडपाक सोदतात आमी लुसोफोनिया गेमा बाबतीत. 23 एप्रील 2014 हांवें एक RTI एप्लिकेशन मारिल्लें. आमी सेक्टर वायज घेवया, पयलीं हॉटेल्स आनी ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन, मागीर इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चराचेर. हांवें ताका क्लियर कट क्वेश्चन विचारिल्लें की टोटल एक्सपेंडिचर इनकर्ड ऑन टॅक्सीज, व्हेकल्स एंड बसेस फॉर लुसोफोनिया गेम्स. Provide the registration number along with the vehicles and the amount paid. Number of days the vehicles were hired. आमकां उत्तर असो आयला की जवळ जवळ 3 crores 87 lakhs were spent just on hired vehicles. The vehicles were used for 19 days from 13th to 31st. Actuals, the games were started only on 19th. The game started from 19th. So we have certain questions to ask. Why were the taxis and vehicles booked very much prior to the Luzophonia games? Point number 2. If you see the documents which I have received, see the registration numbers. The entire list you can see, it's all MH total. Further, if we look at it, there are Audis, Camry, BMW 5 Series, Corollas, Fortuners which were used. What was the need of so much of high-end vehicles? Total vehicle list दिले आमकां 190 and all are MH registrations. Weren't the taxis available in Goa? आमच्या गोंयकार भावांक बिझनेस मेळनाशिल्ले. दुसरी पळोवपाची गजाल, हांगा जर पेमेंट जर तुमी कॅल्क्युलेट करशात, जवळ जवळ 3 crore 87 lakh 19,114, which is divided, if you do, it comes to 190 vehicles for 19 days. It almost comes to 11,000 rupees per day. Innova सारखी गाडी गोंयान फुल डे अवेलेबल आसा 4 ते 5,000 भितर, maximum 6,000. Double the cost the vehicles have been procured. This is a utter loot and rigging the funds. Point number second question what I had asked was, provide the total expenditure incurred on opening and closing ceremony. My question was simple. Answer I get is file under submission as stated by ceremonies. This is on 23rd of April. The government thinks they are too smart. We had filed an unstarred question in assembly. Sorry, start question. On 7th March 2014, my application of RTI is 1 month after that. Same question we had asked there. Statement of total expenditure incurred on inauguration and valedictory ceremonies. You will be shocked to know the reply given here is the amount the bill which has been raised by the company is 22 crores 47 lakhs 20,000. And whereas the RTI reply which I get after that says files under submission. Further, if you see in that answer, they said that actual expenditure cannot be ascertained at this stage. However, the payment made to that particular company is 11 crores 86 lakhs 52,000. 11 crores 86 lakhs 52,000. Now I'll come to, now we inquired from our sources within the government. The valedictory and closing ceremony, opening and closing ceremony, according to the officials in the government department, will not cross more than 6 crores. Our own two Goan two singers, they have charged just around 4 lakhs. One person has charged 1 lakh and one lady has charged 3 lakhs for their performance for the opening and closing ceremony. I don't want to name them. See the amount what they were paid and see the company what the bills they have raised. But now if you see, here they say that bills are under submission, whereas in the assembly reply they say expenditure cannot be ascertained at this stage. However, the payment made to that company is 11 crores 86 lakhs out of the 22 crores. When the expenditure were not confirmed, how did they pay this 11 crores? On what basis did they pay the 11 crores? This is, again I am saying, this is the rigging of funds. The next copy I asked was, provide the certified copy of bill submitted by that particular company. They say file under submission and here the payment is made. So see the differences in replies of RTI and the assembly questions. Then we asked whether any medal procurement was done for the Lusophonia Games. If yes, provide the name of the companies which had applied for the supply of medals along with their documents and past record of works. Here they reply as yes, the medals were procured from India Government Mint Alipur, Kolkata.
India Government Mint Alipur, Kolkata.
Yeah, this is the company name what they have given. But wait, let me finish. They have not given the other company names which had agreed to supply, which had applied to supply medals. Now, if you 3 companies had applied, as per they have not given us the information. One company is from Delhi, which supplies medals for Asian Athletic Championship, and this company supplies the medals for just 400 rupees. The next company, one more company, which is based out of Mumbai, and this company of Bombay supplies medals to the Directorate of Sports and Youth Affairs. Still they supply, and they supply at the rate of around 300 to 400. And there is one more company from Bangalore which had applied. Now they have not given the details in this RTI. On top of that, they have gone and procured medals from this company from Kolkata for a cost of nothing less than 6,500. The 6,500 the medals have been purchased, the total rate for one medal.
Gold?
It is across this gold, silver.
Gold.
This is gold. I am talking of gold. Top, yeah. 6,500.
Might be gold plated.
What?
Gold plated basket.
So after that we had the doubt because we were tracking this issue since last many months. So we asked which officers had travelled for official purpose for Lusophonia Games. If as provide the name of the hotel stayed, class, category to which officer is entitled to stay. They gave us a list of 5 hotels. One is Hotel Lee Meridian, Pune, Hotel Trident, Mumbai, Hotel Bawa, Continental Mumbai, Hotel Raj Residency, Ranchi, and Taj Bengal, Kolkata. And then they further say, as regards to the government officials, the entitlement of accommodation is as per government rules. Further they say, as regards to contract staff, the entitlement for accommodation is not defined. When government has a staff, whether it is a contract or regular, he becomes a government servant. And when that person travels, he is entitled for the particular class or category of stay or travel. Now, they refuse us to give an answer here also. I asked whether any of the officers of Lusophonia bond expense towards accommodation while travelling outside Goa on their own. If yes, provide the copies of bill. they say yes, officials had visited. Only this much they give. And in the reply of assembly, one more we had put separate on 7th March. If has provide the details of designation of officers, number of days stayed. Here they give yes. Following officers had travelled to Bengal for official purpose. Keshav Chandra, IAS Secretary Sports. And let me finish please. And Ms. Mukresh Tak, this lady who was a project officer from a sports functional area. The visit of officers was for 2 days and the expenditure towards accommodation has been borne by themselves. Any kid or a college going student will answer whether a government official travelling for official purpose will spend from their own. So there is a massive scam in this Lusophonia Games. Now coming part to the infrastructure thing. They say that total expenditure incurred towards the infrastructure is 23,555 lakhs. 23,555 lakhs, which comes to around 230 crores. In this, we have got confidential information from the sources in the government saying that, see now they say construction of multi-purpose sports hall at Goa University, 68 crores. Construction of athletic stadium at Bambolim, 49 crores. Sorry. 49 crores. Then synthetic track at Pedem, 6 crores. Now synthetic track at Pedem was done by a company which was blacklisted for Commonwealth Games. So you see the connections. Who were involved? Which officers were involved in Commonwealth Games? How did a company which was blacklisted for Commonwealth Games get an order of work here for doing that Pedem synthetic track? Second is appointment of technical consultant of Tilak Maidan, 3 lakhs. There was no technical consultant as per our sources. Then they say appointment of technical consultant for infrastructure projects, 5 crores. Now tell me, infrastructure was I think done by GSIDC if I am not wrong. Then how? Then they have their own consultant. From where this appointment of technical consultant for infrastructure, 5 crores. Upgradation of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium, 48 crores. A new stadium would have come up. Upgradation of 48 crores. We have seen what type of upgradation has happened there. What type of roofing, tile flooring was put. Then they say refurbishment of multi-purpose hall at Pedem, Benaulim, Nagaon, Rai, Kunkolim, Navelim, again loot. So there is a massive loot in the Lusophonia Games, which is nothing less than, if you go as per record, it should not nothing less than to 50 to 100 crores. So we are going ahead and submitting this document, whatever we have received, to the CBI, because we don't have faith in the state administration. And I am sure the next report of CAG will also show these irregularities. We are going to write to CBI along with all these proofs in next 3 to 4 days. Now coming to the hotel part, there were many hotels, around 800 rooms were booked, 801 rooms. Out of many hotels were booked starting from 13th and 14th, when the actual officials came in on 18th. 18th morning they started coming in. The teams have come in late night of 18th. Why were these hotels booked from 13th, 14th onwards, when the Lugok officials had already confirmed very much prior that the teams would arrive on 18th? The hotel bookings have been done worth almost around 10 crores. Hotel bookings are done of almost 10 crores. So we have the entire list of documents we have brought of each hotel occupancy along with the occupancy. Now if you go through one of the star hotel in Santines, here they say that Games office, when Lusofonia had their own secretariat at Bambolim was given, why was hotels rooms were booked in name of games office, almost costing 10,000 a day? Mr. Sacheti, who was I think the director, or I think he was a director, right, for Lusofonia. He was staying in one of the Taj Vivanta hotels. So there is massive corruption which has happened. Today we had done allegations some months back, but today we have the entire set of documents. See, if you go to each and every hotel details they have given. In some hotels they have shown that in some hotels they have given the names where the guest was staying, and in some it's blindly given Lugok. And when I confirmed with one of the officials, he says he has no information whether this hotel was really booked. So we want the CBI to investigate this matter, and we would hand over these documents, and we would file a complaint. I myself will file a complaint with the Central Bureau of Investigation. Probably the Chief Minister earlier used to say that it is Congress Bureau. Now his government is there. Let us see which bureau it is. We are going to file a case with CBI, complaint with CBI on this matter along with all the proofs and documents. Now the role of Keshav Chandra must be probed into this because of he was the CEO. And he was transferred yesterday. See, he was transferred because we got the information that the news was spread that I was investigating this matter for last 2-3 months, and there was there was a little bit of this between the government people, like we might expose this. So he's transferred from Goa. Whether we don't know whether he was used as a tissue paper here to do this Lusofonia's games, and also as a CEO of the election commission. You yourself have seen how many complaints we had filed during election, and they did not act on the single complaint. So the role of this officer, because this guy was from Delhi and I think he's again transferred to Delhi. So this role of Keshav Chandra, Mr. Sacheti, the sports minister and the government should be inquired upon. All those who are dealing with financial matters. We are telling an inquiry should be conducted because we have serious apprehension that there is a major scam in this, and we are going ahead filing a complaint with the CBI.
When you are doing that?
See, I'm just talking with my advocate. It will take around 3 to 4 days to draft the things and all, because we have to be correct, because see, in Muttalik case also we took time for a week's time to go to court. So probably a maximum of week's time, because we need to draft it accordingly with all the proofs what we have gathered, because we are not speaking, the documents are speaking. And the RTI reply, the biggest blunder they have done is the RTI reply which was given after these assembly questions. See the differences? They are not giving, and we were making allegations that these people are not giving information on the RTIs, and this is proved here. The government thinks they are smart, we are smarter than them. We have put unstarred questions which goes unnoticed, and we have got all the documents.